Hi, I'm Nikhil and I'm from WriterStory.com where we interview authors on our website. And on this YouTube channel, I like to talk about the books which I read, mostly non-fiction books, and I actually take reviews on this channel. So today I'll be talking about a book which is about three behemoth individuals. These are the billionaires, and the name of this book is Strategy Rules. Yes. Uh, so these are the timeless lessons by five timeless lessons from Bill Gates, Andy Grooves, and Mr. Steve Jobs. So this book is authored by David B. Yoffie and Michael A. Cusumano. So yes. So you might be knowing some familiar faces in the picture cover of this book. Yeah, so you might be knowing Mr. Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, and Andy Grooves as well. Andy Groove is the CEO of Intel. He was the CEO of Intel. Steve Jobs, you might be knowing about him, the legend. Uh, the he is like our god who actually inspired a lot of people, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of students like me. So he was the founder of Apple. And Bill Gates, he was the founder of Microsoft. He also was the CEO of Microsoft. And this book is all about the strategies which they used in their tenure while they were working, while they were making the company into a grand success, what kind of strategies they used. So, amazing book if you are an entrepreneur and want to know that what strategies did these people have used for scaling up their business, for their companies. At that time, IBM was a huge company, Apple was a small company, but still, Steve Jobs gave a huge fight, as in, he made amazing products. And what was the thought process? According to the authors, even I felt the same, that the mindset of all these three people and the strategies they used were similar, kind of similar. So that was a very important kind of takeaway you can take this from this book. And in this video, I'll be talking about a lot of strategies which they have used, and also what can you learn from them. So, what strategies can you inculcate in your life? So, it will surely help you in your business as well. But yes, you might be saying that these were the billionaires, they had a huge amount of capital, they had a huge amount of resources at that time. But yes, in the beginning phases, they had limited amount of resources. But later, when they had huge resources, what they did of that resource and how they built that empire. So that's what is really very important. Even if you have limited resources, you should learn how to make it huge, how to make it happen, how to actually get success in life. So these are the pure business strategies which the authors have actually written after a decades long of experience about their knowledge about these people. They have actually studied them thoroughly, and you will get to know in this compact book of around 216 pages, which I loved it a lot. And I will talk about the strategies soon. But before knowing about the strategies, I would also like to tell you that some of the people in this book are my legends. Like the author has talked about Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is like a god for me. Even Bill Gates has done great amount of business. He was also a great amount of techie. And Andy Groove, surprisingly, I was not aware that much about him. But when I read about him in this book, he also used some amazing strategies. How he sold some amazing microprocessors, chipsets to the biggest computer manufacturers of the world. So yeah, amazing strategies for sure. And if you read the forward, uh, brilliantly and accurately explains how these legendary high-tech CEOs shaped the world we live in, a must-read for today's aspiring leaders. It's by John Scully, former CEO of Apple. So, big people have given some amazing reviews and they are actually praised for this book. And even I surely liked it book. It's a non-fiction book for sure. It's a self-development as well, but it is for pure business. So you will get to learn that what kind of strategies they used in their business and how it helped. So I will directly go to a page where the authors have given a summary of all the chapters and just the names of the strategies so that you will actually get. But if you want to know in detail, you will surely have to read the book. So the strategy rules are chapter 1, look forward, reason back. So the four important strategies mentioned or four important things to do in this strategy are: create or curate a vision, set priorities, anticipate customer needs, match to capabilities, anticipate competitors' moves, build entry barriers, anticipate strategic inflection points, commit to change. So this was all explained in the chapter 1. So chapter 2 was about making big bets without betting the company. And this is about bet big to change the game. Don't bet the company. Cannibalize your own business. Cut your losses. So this was in chapter 2. Chapter 3 is about build platforms and ecosystems, not just products. Now this was an eye opener for me, and even I understand that the success of such huge organizations or behemoth companies is that they focus on creating platforms and not just the products. So it's about think platforms, not just products. Think ecosystems, not just platforms. Create some of your own complements. Evolve and invent new platforms to avoid obsolescence. So that is also important to keep evolving. Otherwise, some of the competitors might come and actually take away your market share. So chapter 4 was about exploit leverage and power. Play judo and sumo. It's about exploiting leverage and your power you have. So it's about staying under the radar, keep your enemies close, embrace and extend competitors' strengths. Don't be afraid to throw your weight around. So this is about the chapter 4, and chapter 5 is about shape the organization around your personal anchor. Know thyself, what's and all. Pay extraordinary attention to details selectively. Never lose sight of the big picture. Give power to people with the knowledge. Now, in this chapter, from this chapter, I learned that giving power to the people with the knowledge is really important, and you need to hire A-list people in your company. So, A-list people means the people who are having a huge amount of knowledge and who can take responsibility and can be relied upon for a particular task. So I surely understand that yes, hiring good people with great mindset and the mindset which you are actually thinking about is really important, and that's what it is for a successful company. And even it's mentioned that even Mr. Steve Jobs had given a huge amount of shares to people which he trusted, which he loved, who had key roles in his company. So from that you can also understand that yes, for key people you should actually give good amount of perks and as well as shares from your company so that they stay with you in good and as well as hard times. So some of the amazing strategies, as you understand, so these are the strategies mentioned by the authors in this book. But if you want to know in detail that how these three legends use these strategies in the book, that's where it is. So you will learn a lot from these people, and Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Andy Grove, so some of my legends. So you get to learn a lot of them things from them. And the thing is that the people around you or people with you actually they shape your future or your success, or or how your future might be. So it's really important to be with surrounding with good people, good or amazing people if you want to grow. Luckily, I have few good people in my life, so which help me to grow, and even I help them. So it's like give and take. But yes, it should be there. But if the people around you are not that good, or are average, or actually taking out a lot of energy from you, then yes, then you have to think about getting good kind of people with you. If you don't have good kind of people with you, no worries. Read books, read autobiographies of people who will inspire you, who you admire a lot. So when you keep on thinking, you will feel that yeah, Mr. Steve Jobs, I'm talking to Mr. Steve Jobs, I'm knowing his life better. So it's kind of that you are getting into that zone where you want such kind of people around you, so that your mindset is huge. You think of bigger goals, bigger things in life, and you become ambitious. So that's what it is from my side. I'm Nikhil from WriterStory.com. Hope you like the videos. So don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Writer Story, and hit the bell icon. And you can like the video, share it across your friends and family. And don't forget to visit the website WriterStory.com and have a great day. So I'm Nikhil signing off.